say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on... All right, Greg, what do they say? Familiarity breeds contempt. We've got a little bit of that here, don't we?
Oh, yeah. These teams know each other very well, so they tend to compete several times a year, and it's always fascinating to watch.
Knocks it loose. Rozier with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Boy, good fundamental footwork that time by Terry Rozier to avoid the defender.
Here's Peters. Pass to Lillard. Goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Wang. Last time out he had 38 points. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Peters. Pass to Garnett. Lillard, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Peters misses. Here's Wang. Guarded by Garnett. Wang with the bucket.
And Rozier is seeing the floor that well, makes everything easier for him and his team.
Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Out left to the wing. Here's Wang. On the wing, Green. Over in the corner, Rozier. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Wang. Oh, good on the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
With the drive and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Bucks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he sinks the second. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Wang. And here we go with Thornton with nobody back. Shots good by Garnett.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you got to push it and push it every time.
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Cavaliers, 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Wang, the pass to Wang. And now in transition is Thornton. Here we go. Lillard from outside. Drops in the tray. Lillard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Rozier looking around. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Garnett with the steal. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And Thornton with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Sinks the three-pointer.
All Rozier needs is a little breathing room, and he's firing that thing, and usually knocking it down.
Lillard attacking. Green with the block. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. To the inside. Garnett with the steal. Pass to Pirtle. Rozier against Thornton. Now Jokic hasn't made one yet.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Rozier. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Anunoby, he's checked in for Peters. Lillard looking around. Back to Anunoby. Pocket 6. Thornton with a screen for Anunoby. And a miss there on the triple.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 6-point game. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with 2 teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Mark, at this time of the season, some surprise contenders for sure starting to emerge.
And, you know, for those teams, this is when the real work begins. You can fly under the radar for a little while, but now your opponents know not to take you lightly, and that you have to prove.
Lillard, right side. High, arcing shot.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Good job accepting and embracing the contact on the way up there.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And a wide-open look for Thornton. From outside, off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Wang the pass to Jokic. Here's Wang. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, you never know what Jokic is going to do because he's so unpredictable when he's working in the screen and roll.
Here's Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Thomas checked in for the Bucks. Wang the pass to Wang. Drops in the layup for 2. Wang's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Johnson, he's checked in for Rudy Fernandez. Tries it from 19, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Thomas. He's got 10.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Nance. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now here's Lillard. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. And the 3 off target. The Cavaliers trailing, going inside. Inside, Wang. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
To the right side. Three-pointer, Lillard buries the long-range jumper. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Here's Wang. Thomas covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
That's why you stay anchored to the floor. He made him pay with the fake that time.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Bogut comes in for Pirtle. And it's Garnett in for Damian Lillard.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Thornton with a screen for Thomas. Pass to Anunoby. There's the triple. Wang pulls it in. Wang's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. And Stoudemire gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And how about 3rd in the league in terms of fewest turnovers? They kept a tight handle on it and just didn't allow you those freebies.
And Greg, you talked about their points off turnovers. Not many teams were better at making the most of their opponent's mistakes.
And at a clean 7 feet tall, Andrew Bogut was made for that low post position. He can just feel the pain and has great instincts for finding the blocks.
The Bucks making a change here. Felder's checked in. Here's Garnett. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. They're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Pass to Bogut. Now, Anunoby. Here's Thomas. Launches it. Rebound by Johnson. And here's the fast break. Here's Wang. Poke loose. Stolen by Anunoby. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Here's Bogut. And finished off by Bogut.
Yeah, the clean roll, the great hands. Bogut is vicious on that play.
Down low. Here's Wang. Good D by Anunoby. And Thomas has it in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Cans it from downtown. And now a 4-point Bucks lead. Here's Wang. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Bucks lead by 4. And we'll... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. It's Thomas outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Jokic with the screen on Thomas. Here's Telfair out to Barkley. Now Telfair. Jokic a screen. Shot clock at 5. Telfair can't hit. Bucks leading by 5. Anunoby has the open look. Nance with the rebound. And the Cavaliers with possession. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Now Cleveland shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Barkley with it. Now Thomas defending. Stolen by Anunoby. Inside, Garnett. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Garnett's got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here is Telfair. Thomas covering. It's good. Nance has got 6.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
Thomas with the ball. Last game with 30 points. Off target from outside. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded closer. Pass to Telfair. No good with the triple. Bucks leading by 5. Here's Felder. Nance with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Wang is checked in for Cleveland. Terry Rozier comes in for Sebastian Telfair. Milwaukee also making some changes. Thornton's checked in. And it's Peterson for Anunoby. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Sometimes you just have to stay tough and take the contact.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team. You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Here's Wang. Pass to Jokic. Got a piece of it.
Oh, that's tremendous anticipation, timing the block perfectly.
Here's Jokic. A 17-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Wang.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Thornton with a screen for Thomas. Bogut with a screen on Rozier. 5 on the clock. And here's Thornton outside. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thornton's got 7 points in the game.
Sweet jump shot there. He knows how to pick his spots on offense.
Pass to Wang. And the layup is good. Wang's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
You can see it in his eyes. He is in the zone tonight, scoring with ease.
And T is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's his 2nd foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. And here is Thornton. He's coming off a 25-point game against San Antonio.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass. and really aggressive inside. Bogut making a strong move.
Here's Wang. He's got 18. Johnson in the corner. Out to Nance. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson sends the screen for Nance. Count that one. 8 points for him.
Points in close are always something coaches strive for.
Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard outside. On the wing, Thornton. Wang pulls it in. Wang's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he drives in. Pass to Jokic. Jokic rising up.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Garnett with a screen on Rozier. And Lillard kicks to Garnett. Now here's Thornton. Shoots. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Here's Wang. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Peters. That's good. And so Garnett with the assist. Garnett's got 3 assists in the game. The Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. To the middle. Here's Johnson. And that's in. Nice feet on the play. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Thornton, no good. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
I also like the fact that they've been able to block quite a few shots so far. A testament to hard work and good positioning on the defensive end.
The Bucks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. No good on that. A different look now for Cleveland. Green comes in for Nance. And Wang subbed in for Cameron Johnson. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Milwaukee. He hits the second from the line. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Pass to Wang. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Did enough down low to force the defender into a foul. Nice work inside.
The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
The numbers on Draymond Green, how he performed last season. Last season, put up about 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. The game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, the scoring turns the tide.
Peters with the bucket. Cavaliers shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Ball's knocked loose. Rozier against Lillard. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. Wang the pass to Jokic.
You've got to be wary of Poeltl when you're a shooter. If he's in the neighborhood, he could get to it. So I love the fact that he's all out on defense.
Here's Peters. 8 points his last outing. Thornton a screen on Rozier. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that third foul.
Stoudemire's checked in for Cleveland. To the paint. Here's Poeltl. And no good that time. Good defense by Jokic.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Peters passes to Lillard. The Bucks working the ball around. And again, the Bucks miss. The Cavaliers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Was completely out of sync on his free throws, and I'm sure that led him to some extra work at the foul line.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
And stolen by Thornton.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Here's Wang. Pass to Wang. From past the arc. That one misses. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to second quarter. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Welcome to halftime. First order of business, catching up on the injuries around the league. Guys, have you had any injuries recently that you'd like to share?
You know what, Ernie? I hit my head at the top of the door frame walking into the studio today.
I saw that.
Being this tall is a blessing and a curse.
Well, I actually saw that when I was walking in, and now my voice is hoarse, excuse me, from laughing so hard. You might, have to carry the show out tonight, Ernie.
It wouldn't be the first. And moving on to the Cavaliers' first half. It's a close one through 2 quarters.
Their perimeter D's been weaker than airport toilet paper. Trust me, I know. They should strengthen it.
Wait a minute. I can't get the image of airport toilet paper now out of my head. Chasing guys off the arc would be the first thing I'd recommend. Airport toilet paper?
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from T.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
There's the pick. Pass to Thornton. 6 to shoot for the lead. Drills the three-pointer. Peters has got 11 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Such a threat to score. Jokic taking advantage of the defense, being a little overzealous that time.
And Jokic drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Here's Peters. Pass to Thornton. Here's Peters. It's stolen. Outside Rozier. Green with the ball. Jokic with this screen on Thornton. Here's Green. Rebound, Milwaukee. Thornton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lillard with it. Now Green defending. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Head up, scanning the floor, surveying the situation. Lillard makes a terrific feed. Excellent point guard play.
That'll be a 5-second call. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Thursday, it'll be the Phoenix Suns coming into town.
And that matchup against the Hornets, that one might be worth keeping an eye on. It's always a great matchup when those two face off.
Quick shot there, and it's off target.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Playing the pass to Green. Some solid defense from Pirtle. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Count the basket. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Here's Wang. Yep, that one goes in there. Wang's got 5.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
With the crossover, and it's Lillard missing. And here are the Cavaliers. Green passes to Wang. And Jokic throws it down. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket. Looking at some numbers for Jokic, he's coming off an excellent season. He put up about 20 points a game, 8 assists, and 9 rebounds. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Here's Wang. Pass to Rozier. Now, here's Jokic. 14 points for him. Here's Green. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Here's Peters. Jokic defending. Pass to Garnett. Here's Peters. Lillard from outside. And the Bucks miss again.
And I wouldn't put it past him, guys, to eventually start hitting those, given what he did in the first half.
Here's Wang. The kick out to Rozier. Carries it from 3-point range. Rozier's got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland.
To me, this is Rozier's game in a nutshell. A confident, quick-thinking, shoot-first point guard.
Pass to Pirtle. Here's Peters. Looking to end the run. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And Poeltl has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Wang. Here's Jokic. A rebound by the Bucks. Poeltl's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Here's Wang. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Wang's got 7. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
The 3-ball. And the 3-ball is good. 10 points for him.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Cleveland. The Bucks also with the sub. OG Anunoby's checked in for Peters. It's picked off. Here's Wang. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And it's all about hustle in transition, especially when you're trying to stay ahead on the break.
One-on-one here. A floater, and it's good on the layup. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Now Lillard, 17 points in the game. Pass to Poeltl. Garnett outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Thornton. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Stolen by Anunoby. And it's the Bucks on the break. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Cavaliers 5th.
It was really an impressive campaign for their bigs. And honestly, I think the whole team did a great job of getting bodies on bodies and controlling that defensive backboard.
And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard, great showing for him last season. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season.
Hey, certain guys just exude that it factor. Damian Lillard is a great player and a terrific leader.
Wang the pass to Jokic. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Pass to Lillard from the arc. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Jokic with the steal. Here's Wang. That one doesn't drop. On the wing, Anunoby. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anunoby's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And when Poeltl sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Larry Nance is checked in for Green. Johnson comes in for Wang. And it's Bergson for Rudy Fernandez. Outside Thomas.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Bogut sets a screen for Thomas. Hits the three-point bomb. Thomas got 9.
That's a shot Thomas is never going to be shy about taking. I mean, he's got confidence that if the three-pointer is there, he'll make it.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Burks. For Cleveland, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the third. Pass to Thomas. And here's Garnett. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
That's determination at its finest. He'll get one more.
And Cleveland making a change here. Watanabe is checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Felder's checked in. Here's Johnson. Now, here's Jokic. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half.
You know, in that first half, a lot more three-point shooting. Since then, though, they've dialed it back.
Thomas surveying the D. To the middle. Here's Bogut. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Bogut's got his third basket of the night.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Jokic in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Thomas with it. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Bogut. And finished off by Bogut.
And the quick decision-making of Thomas critical in being excellent at running the pick and roll.
Here's Jokic, covered by Bogut. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Fernandez. Jokic has got 22 points. Bucks trail by 9, tipped away. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And slam dunk by Fernandez.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Looking confident on that jumper. You've got to be decisive to get that one off quick.
Here's Jokic. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jokic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs. Oh, he got it!
Nice call.
He beats the buzzer!
Count it up!
Oh, big time shot!
How about that?
Woo.
Yo!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And a great show through 3 quarters. As we enter the fourth, who will carry the day? Cleveland ahead, up. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Bucks trail by 8. And here is Thomas. Double team on Thomas. Thornton a screen on Rozier. From deep, Thomas just 4 to shoot. Here's Anunoby. And it's off from three-point range.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backdoor.
That's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Stoudemire with a screen on Thomas. Playing the pass to Stoudemire. And it's sent back by Bogut.
And Bogut, known as a quality defender, effective at keeping those at bay.
Peters kicks to Thornton. Over Nance. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Wang. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The first free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
He's feeling it. Thomas's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 10. With the floater. Wang with the bucket. Wang's got 24 points. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Milwaukee. Driving in, plays it up and banks it in.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
Here's Peters. The kick out to Anunoby. Off target from three-point range.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
After a first half where he had just one turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Pass to Peters. Puts up a three. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Stoudemire. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut.
And how about the play by Stoudemire? Gets the defense off balance and able to draw the foul with the shot.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Stoudemire.
Yeah, Stoudemire really one of the deadliest big men in the game. His combination of power and speed and finishing, wow, unique.
Both free throws good from Stoudemire. Bucks trail by 12. Thomas kicks to Thornton. The Bucks working the ball around. Thornton with a screen for Thomas. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. Here's Stoudemire. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Green, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Myrtle's checked in. Milwaukee's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Shooting for Milwaukee. Thornton, 1 shot.
And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And it's stolen by Green. Now, here's Rozier. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. Green, the screen. Lang, the pass to Green. Buries it down low.
And that IQ of Green, just sizing up defenses and making the right read in that pick and roll.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Peters. Puts up a 3. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Nance.
Jacob Hurdle taking 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Look, Hurdle is a massive guy. Somebody that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jokic has checked in for Cameron Johnson. And Wang subbed in for Wang. Garnett, he's checked in for the Bucks. Damian Lillard comes in for Isaiah Thomas. Lillard comes with the double team. Green, the pass to Lang, down low.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
On defense, the Bucks. Now Rozier. Nance, right side, shot clock at 3. And the NBA embracing the global audience, GA. Preseason games in London, Paris, Mexico City, and Beijing. I'm wondering, did you attend any of those games?
You know, Kevin, no, but I did play in Mexico City in '93 with the Knicks, and we had over 20,000 fans in attendance, and we got the win, but had to fly out to face the Spurs, so not too much time for sightseeing.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 11.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Rozier, the pass to Jokic. The kick out to Rozier. Offline with his 3. Bucks trail by 11. Over to the left wing. Peters. And again, the Bucks miss.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Green, the pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Garnett. Lillard has the open look. Wang pulls it in. Wang's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Nance against Anunoby. And Nance kicks to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Lillard. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. 21 points for Damian Lillard. Here's Wang. Pass to Jokic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
Wang, he's checked in for Nance. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Thornton's checked in.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's Peters. Picked him clean. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Wang. Count it. Wang's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
And Lillard gets double teamed. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Back to Lillard. Pass to Peters. And Garnett has it in the corner. The three-pointer is right on target.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Yes, that goes in. Jokic has got 28 points for the game.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
Now, Pirtle. Lillard with it. He doesn't hit that one. Jokic with it. Lillard picks him up. Pass to Wang. And the layup's good off the glass. Wang's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs.
Such a savvy passer. Jokic is patient and gets quality openings for his teammates.
They double him with Green. Here's Peters. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Here's Lillard. The Bucks call time.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Don Nelson was discussing with his players. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys. He let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. We'll see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all three levels. That's Damian Lillard.
Here's Wang. Here's Jokic. And again, it's Cleveland.
It's a good night when you're racking them up like that.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Jokic. Rebound, Milwaukee. Pirtle's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And here's Thornton. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Unselfishness from Lillard has no problem giving the ball up, especially when he's got a guy wide open.
Jokic passes to Wang. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And you're not going to get an easier deuce than that, straight to the basket.
Rozier against Lillard. Peters passes to Thornton. He tries for three. Peters misses.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Knocks down the three ball. And the Cavaliers lead by 17. Bucks shooting well. They're at 45%.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Cleveland.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And they took charge when it counted, and will be notching their 9th win overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for T.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Boyd. Here's Felder. Anunoby outside. Claxton a screen on Johnson. Here's Telfair. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, T.